Alright guys, thank you so much for joining in. Today's video is going to be pertaining to for and do while loops, and I'm just going to try and cover up the basics of it and how it functions. And once you understand the basics of it, you can actually imply that and replicate that into your own programming codes and your own macros in your VBA. So here is a block diagram for do while and for loop. So first is a for loop, and we're going to go ahead with the start. And here it's just saying that I is equal to 2. We're just telling that this particular variable is I is equal to 2. And then we're going to check for a condition, which is I is less than equal to 10. And if that condition is met, if it's true, it's going to print number 100. And I'll just explain this when I explain this on the macro, you'll understand it better. But I just want to tell you how this works. So it's going ahead and printing 100. Post that, it's going ahead and actually incrementing the I, so it goes to the next I, because if we don't do this, it's just going to run forever. So it's incrementing the I, and then it's going ahead and checking this condition again. So it's going to keep doing this, keep printing 10 until I reaches obviously 11, wherein the condition is false, and it's going to exit. Alright, so basically it checks for condition and keeps running and keeps repeating that particular the action until this condition is met, and then it's going to go ahead and stop. So that's about it. That's how simple it is. And the same thing we can check with a do while, wherein we check for a particular condition. If it's true, we go ahead and do a particular action, and keep doing it until this particular condition is met, and then if it's false, it's going to go ahead and exit out of the loop. So these are the block diagrams for our for and do while loop, and let's go ahead and actually write a program now to understand it a little more better. So I'll go ahead and insert a module. I'm going to insert two modules, one for our for loop and one for do while. So I'm just going to name this as for loop, open parentheses, okay, and I'm going to name this, I'm going to declare a variable called dim I as int. Alright, so as you know, it's going to check if I is greater than 10, and then it's going to print 100. So basically what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to start my for loop, which is going to be for I is equal to 1. So I'm just telling my program that I value is 1 to till 10. So for the value between the value 1 to 10, if the particular the condition here is that if the value of I falls between 1 and 10, then I want the cell's value I, comma 1. That is, if currently I'm saying I is 1, that means it's going to be A1 here. The value is equal to 100. 100, let's say 100. Alright, so basically if we come here, it's going to say that okay, I is equal to 1 to 10. Yes, condition is met, the value of I is 1. It's going to say cells I, that's 1 dash 1, the value is 100, and that's it. And I'm just going to type in next I, so that it it gets incremented, right? So we check the condition here, we are giving the excuse me, and we're just giving the function, or rather the action that is print 100, and then we are incrementing it. So as you can see, we've gone ahead and actually incremented it here. So it's just going with the next I, that means it's going to the next I, as in it's incrementing. So if I run this now, you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 places we've got 100. So that is how a for loop works. So if we just check here, let me just delete this, and I'll show you how it's running now. So I'll go ahead with my debugging by F8, and now it's saying that I is equal to 0. Now it's gone to the next, it's taken this value, I is equal to 1. So now it's going to go ahead and say that, okay, cells 1 comma 1 dot value is equal to 100, and then it's going to go to the, and it's given the value here, and then it's going to go to the next I. The next I is 2, right? So now it's in the value of I is changed to 2 because we said next I, and now it's basically 2 to 10, and on the second, on 2 comma 1 it's giving 100, and then it's going to next I. This becomes 3. So it's going to keep running here, you know, until it meets the particular condition, and then it's going to exit out of this particular loop. So that's how simple it is. So let's go ahead and implement this same loop, the same set of logic using the do while loop. So again, I'll go ahead and type in my explicit and sub do while, right? Again, I'm going to just say int dim I at int. That's all you want. And I'm just going to say do while I is greater than equal to, or less than equal to 10. So right now I've not given the value for I, so I'll just give the value of 1. And while I is less than equal to 10, I wanted to do cells I comma 1 dot value is equal to 200, for example. Okay. And then I'm just going ahead with I'm just telling it to loop, but we have not actually gone ahead and done our the step wherein we actually increment the I, because if it just runs like this, it's not going to end. So we have to increment our I, so eventually our condition is met. I'm sorry. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and incremented this. So it's going we're giving the integer I a value 1, and then we're checking for a condition which says that if I is less than or equal to 10, then cells, so right now it's 1, so 1 comma 1, the value is 200, and then it's going to go ahead and change this 1 to 2, right? So now if I run this, you can see we've gone ahead and actually replicated the same logic using do while. So if I run this again, so you can see I has become 1, and then checking if 1 is greater than or equal to 10, is less than or equal to 10, if it is, it's going ahead and saying that cells 1 comma 1 the value is 100, and there we've got that, and then it's actually incrementing this. So now it's going to become 2, and it goes back to this loop. So now it's saying 2 is less than or equal to 10, yes it is, and then it's going to say 2 comma 1, that is this, the value is 200, and there we go. It goes to the next I, that is 3, or rather it increments it. So that's how simple our do while and for loops are, guys, and it's immensely helpful, and you can actually do a lot of things using these conditions and these loops. So starting next week, I would be jumping in a little more complex kind of macros and coding, and probably that would help you out even more, because we've covered the basics. There are a lot of things which we can modify these logics later on, but once you understand the basic, you'll be in a better position to grasp that. So that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video and learned a lot. And thank you so much again. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.